Hey friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G, and look how incredible these brand new Hasbro Gamerverse Avengers look from the upcoming game. These are the basic figures, and they now have knees, and I'm about to say that about 1,000,000 times, but that definitely makes for much greater poses than we've seen in basic figures in the past. You're not going to want to miss this, and look at all these great characters, action figures that are in here. So guys, if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think of this in the comments below. Give us a big thumbs up. And which one of these are your favorites, or do you already own some of these? We'd love to hear from you. So guys, they look incredible. So what do you say we go ahead and get started right now?
What is up, Vince and Gigi?
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Gigi.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV on
Super Channel G. Yeah!
God, is this great?
Hey friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G, and look what we're about to open. I'm so excited. This is the Gamerverse set of these Hasbro Avengers action figures. They're so awesome. These are the basic figures, and something that really stood out to me was it absolutely looks like they might actually have knee joints. And why is that a big deal? Because the basic figures from Hasbro, like in recent years, for example, Avengers in the movies, don't have knee joints, and the legs just kind of only go back and forth like this so far. And this might give it the ability to pose a lot better than those in the past. So I'm not sure. It looks like it from the outside. So let's see who's in this set. So we do have Iron Man, Captain America, we have Thor, Ms. Marvel, oops, almost dropped that one. And we have a different suit Iron Man, Taskmaster, Hulk, and Abomination. And don't these all look absolutely incredible? We're gonna take an absolute closer look also. And let me just say, I couldn't be more excited. So who do you want to get started with? Do you want to do the 2-packs first? Do you want to do the single packs? Let's get with the big packs. What do you say? And between these two, left or right? Let's do this Iron Man right here. And this looks an awful lot like Marvel Now Iron Man. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. And if you're looking for this action figure, I'll tell you what, we can definitely show you the UPC so you can scan here in just a moment. Obviously you can zoom in there, but I'll make sure that I include it so that you can actually have that to search. Okay, so guys, let's get started on this incredible Iron Man versus Taskmaster 2-pack. Look at this. It says Original Sin right there. And I was wondering if that was part of the storyline, but it didn't look like it. So I'm a little curious as to why it says that, and maybe you can comment below. But I'm super excited. Look at this. I love those hexagons right there. Check that out. And then Iron Man looks incredible. Now, obviously, that's not the same one we have here. Look at this artwork that's going to be on all the boxes, but looks absolutely, oops, sorry, went out of focus a little bit there. Looks like we're going to have all of these guys, not Black Widow, but all the rest of them in this set. So this box looks incredible, just jumps off the wall. And you can get these definitely at Target and Amazon and other places. And so I'm sure they'll be everywhere soon, but got these from Target. And there's no write-up in the back. It just has this beautiful artwork that's on all of them. So you'll see it's the exact same thing. So there's not really any point to showing the back other than for the UPC. But I'm really digging how this looks. Doesn't it look awesome? And the game's about to come out already too. So depending on when you're watching this video. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy open, because this Taskmaster looks sick. And so does this Marvel Now looking Iron Man. Let's see what we got to cut to open here. so that I don't destroy the package. Cut that. Looks like we cut this. And this should just pop right out. Perfect. And I guess I gotta cut this one now too. There we go. Alright. Now it should just slide right on out. Take a look at that incredible Avengers logo back there. I love that artwork. And I'm sure it's on all of them. Okay, cool. I didn't even know Taskmaster had a cape in this one. It is a little bit harder plastic, but man, am I really excited at what appears to be multiple joints on these action figures. Now, I don't know if the legs are just going to go back and forth like other basic figures from the past, but let's get this Iron Man out right here. I'm going to bring us a whole lot closer. Take a look at that. So, this Iron Man, let's see what sort of head articulation we have. So it doesn't look like we can really move it back and forth much. Look at that. We can just kind of turn it side to side. And let's get a good look at the mold actually before I start doing all that. A little blemish right here, but all in all looks pretty awesome. Look at that. Okay. Let's take a look at the mold here. And let's see. Arms. They are going to spin all the way around. Do they move in and out? Yeah, you know what? They do. I didn't think they were going to. And it's a little bit harder than you would think, but once you've done it the first time, they move a pretty decent amount. They don't come all the way in. You'll notice that. The elbow does move in and out and goes to almost straight out and then almost a 90-degree angle and then pivots right there. So that's cool. So you have pretty decent articulation right here on the arms. Let's see. This one, the wrist doesn't move, so you're kind of stuck with just that. But since you can turn the elbow, that makes it really helpful. Look at that. That looks pretty awesome. Okay. He does not turn or bend at the waist. And there's no sort of crunching there. Let's see. The legs do go in and out like this. So they go straight out, whichever way they're at. And then back and forth. That far forward. And that far backward. Now, this figure does have knees. And this is something that we've been calling for a while. Look at this. Incredible. So, this is a huge, huge, vast improvement to past action figures that were kind of like made in this style by Hasbro, where this one's actually going to be able to move at the knees. So, we can definitely get better poses. Look at that. So it's too bad the ankles don't move, but we can always put like put it on a stand, on this plastic one that'll go right here. That way I can hold it up. But yeah, that'll be pretty awesome. So let's take these out. Oh. There we go. And we have two, although his hand is only made for this one. It is a little crooked, so we'd have to kind of mold it back. Look at that. But it would appear to also be able to go here, so that you can have him flying. Look at that. That look awesome. So this is a pretty nice action figure. I'll tell you that much. So, and so, pretty nice. He's not gonna stand as well as I thought he would because the ankles don't move. But at least you can definitely have tons better articulation than we've had in the past. So that looks absolutely great. You know what? Maybe we'll set him up already back here. Let's see. There we go. Look at that. Okay. And I'll put this back in here, actually. Very nice. And let's get this Taskmaster out. Pop this shield out. Let's make sure that we support this cape. I don't want it cracking off. Okay, we'll set that aside. And let's take a look at this Taskmaster. So, looks pretty awesome. And I'm pretty sure we can probably take this cape off, but why would we want to? So let's zoom in and take a look at this face sculpt. And it looks like the hood is probably glued to the head so that it moves together. He's got almost like a Casey Jones face. The mask. The hood has absolutely beautiful detail as far as the mold. Look at that. So the cape is just like one big, like almost chunky piece, and it does go into this peg hole right here. It's got that peg right there. The arms do move pretty well. Look at that. So this is awesome. And then again, we come to almost a 90-degree angle with the hands. Let's take a look at the detail here. Pretty cool. Could be, I can sand that down a little bit. Have a little bit of a rough edge right there. The colors look great. I love the way this looks. Man, this almost looks like this gun's supposed to come out. So they really went the extra mile on this basic type figure. Look at that. This beautiful detail. I'm really loving the way that looks. Look at that. Look at this body armor. We've got awesome knee joints here. And of course, we're gonna have the same basic type of body where the legs can do the splits in and out. But now we have knee joints that kind of operate like the forearm and how it moves at the elbow. And it's, again, unfortunate that we don't have ankle joints, but look at this beautiful mold. Beautiful mold. Look at that. I just realized he doesn't have a gun. I'm sorry, a sword. So I'm like, okay. So this can go here, just like that. Or this can go here. Goes in either one of them. So that's awesome. Look at that. So let's put it in this one. We can have them looking this way. And we can get it to have a slightly more powerful stance. Look at that. Let's bend his arm out. There we go. I'm ready for action. Doesn't that look awesome? I definitely think so. Oops. Looks great. All right, let's set him up over here. And let's move on to our next action figure. Look at that. Ooh, I don't want to run out of space. So let's see if I can move our Iron Man like this. Or a Taskmaster like that. How does that look? Maybe we'll set him up like that, but there we go. Awesome. Okay, let's move on. Put this right here. There we go. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you want to do this Avengers Hulk versus Abomination next, just as bad as I do. So here it says undefeated. Again, this Gamerverse beautiful box. Hulk versus Abomination. And yeah, it looks absolutely great. Look at this. Artwork. And look at the Hulk right there. Beautiful box. And there we go. And then you know what? Let's go ahead and show. Here it is. Here's the UPC in case you need it. Very nice. And let's get this bad boy open. Again, you're going to have the same artwork in the back, but look how great these look. Okay. So at this point, we already know we need to cut it here. There we go. And here. And here. There we are. Wow. Again, amazing logo right there. And geez, look at these. Does it go over the fists, I guess? Let's get this Hulk out. And I was definitely anticipating this. because he looks a lot like, you know, the basic version of the Marvel Legend that I haven't found yet. But look at this incredible Hulk. Looks absolutely incredible. Doesn't have any write-up on the back of the box, but let's see what sort of articulation we have on the head. So we have a little bit of, I don't know if that paint's supposed to be there because it's on those two spots, but it doesn't look like it. Look at his big beads. The head only turns side to side, doesn't really go back and forth. The arms, let's see how far out they come. They come pretty far out, actually. Look at that. Okay, and they click as they go in and out. There we go. It's nice and chunky build. The elbows are nice and chunky also. There we go. We can turn it side to side. Look at that. Same thing, almost a 90-degree angle and almost straight out. Get you close and tight with his sculpt. Look at that. And I'm like, does he turn at the waist? He does not. This is like a soft plastic. That. Okay. So we have those legs that kind of go straight out and back and forth. And luckily we do have knee joints. Look at that. Look at these pants. Big feet. So that looks awesome. And let's see what's going on here with this. This blue thing, this like big crystallized, almost like glowing blue power that's I'm not real familiar with yet that we're having right here, but it definitely looks fierce. Look at that. It's like it's crystallized or forming some sort of rock or mineral, and I don't know yet, so you can tell me depending on when you're watching this video. This game may have already come out a long time ago, or maybe watching it the day we release it. Not sure, but I'm sure by the time you watch this video you'll know what it is, and maybe we will too. But comment below. There we go. Look at that. Let's have him leaning forward. That looks incredible, because if I give you an angle like this, look at that. Awesome. Okay, cool. Great. Let's get our Abomination. Okay. He's got his purple glowing power here. Look at this. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. It's almost like a flame and has these little, I don't know, shards or whatever it's coming off here. Let's take a look at him and see what's going on with this sculpt. And you know what? No wonder I didn't realize that the Build-A-Figure for this Abomination is supposed to be like, for the Marvel Legends, supposed to be Gamerverse style. I was wondering why the head looked kind of like that. And look at the spikes kind of off center. I like this, like back spines or whatever coming out. His arms move pretty smoothly in and out like that. And then we got this pretty awesome joint right here for the elbow. I'm digging the sculpt. Look at his big long claws. Does not turn at the waist either. Look at that. Got a stylish belt. Busted open. There we are. Look at that. Look at this great knees right here. And look at those feet. Man, how many toes is that? Ridiculous amount. And he's got this one right here, this talon right here. And so this action figure looks ridiculous. And these feet are great sculpt. They definitely look very beast-like. Look at this. It's just too bad I can't really turn his head. And there we go. And we can put this right over here. What we gotta do is just fit that in right there. Look at that. Think about that. You can definitely have them going at each other. Bring this leg a little bit further down so you can. I was trying to have Abomination lean on Hulk, but he's standing too tall, I guess. There we go. Look at that. So you can go toe to toe. Look at that. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? Let me find my Marvel Legends Abomination. Let's see if I can find it in a moment, so that you can kind of compare these two. Give me a second. Okay, so I got them, and there's really no comparison, but look at this. Oh, everybody fell when he came. But you definitely see where there's the resemblance. And there's definitely a page out of that book. But there's no comparing this Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure. Look at that. And I know that he came from the Avengers Marvel Legends set that was that had the Gamerverse. And he's more to scale as far as in comparison to the other 6-inch figures. But look at that. Just wicked. Okay. Well, for the $10 figure versus the $20 figures in Marvel Legends, obviously there's going to be a huge difference, but this is still an exciting action figure. So, alright, let's just set him up over there. Let's get him to stand up. And that should be awesome. And let's go ahead and put our Hulk right here. And our Abomination right on over here. Pretty awesome. Okay. Let's see, we got 4 left. Who do we want to do next? Let's go ahead and do our other Iron Man, the Atmosphere Armor. And look how cool that looks. He's blue, and like blue, black, and silver, huh? Look at that. Look at Mjolnir. Cap shield. Okay, so take a look here in case you want the UPC again. There we go. It's like couldn't get it in focus. All right, here we are. And let's get this bad boy open. Let's see where we have to cut here. It's gonna be here and here and here and here. Perfect. Let's get this bad boy out. Let's take a look at this Iron Man. Look at that. Beautiful package. Okay. Wow, what's this? This looks different. It's like it's burst out. It's like a Hadouken! Hadouken! Waiting for my action figure to come out, so couldn't help but say it again. Uh-oh. Why is his arm so loose? Look. Why I oughta. Let's take a closer look at this head sculpt. Let's see. Doesn't move a whole lot. And definitely doesn't move back and forth very much. So, why is it so loose? Look at this. It's like super loose. This one's not as loose, but it's still loose. Okay. Let's see if that helps any. Right. Moving it out. Only barely. Okay. So it moves in a lot more than the other one. Look at that. Moves out really far. If that's the case, look. Here we are. Let's take a look at, we can go to basically a 90-degree angle. We can go basically straight out. We can turn there too at the elbow. So that's cool. And I know because we can turn it, we can also go like this. I like the way the hand sculpt is. So it's kind of like too zoomed in to see that right now. But yeah, the body sculpt, body mold. I guess the black would go all the way to there, but they only have the paint on the front. Cool boots. Look at that. His arc reactor, his repulsors. And let's see how this looks. If we put this here. I don't know how I feel about that yet, but let's turn his head this way. And let's see the legs. They do have good knee joints. They do turn here also. And the legs do come in and out like that. Look at that. And the arm fell because it's a little heavy, but let's see if we can get him to stand. Wow, he still stood with that. So it's actually not bad. I'm surprised. I don't mean to be so pleasantly surprised, but that looks cool. So what do you guys think? Let me see, let me get closer. I don't know, it doesn't look too bad. Look at that. Shooting at Thor. Okay, well, speaking of Thor, let's go ahead and get him out. Let's put this Iron Man here. The atmosphere armor. And let's pull that Thor out. What do you say? Let's straighten this out right here. Okay. And so, next, we will do that Thor right here. Take a look at this. I don't know, they look like I forgot to make him a neck, but we'll see how that looks, because this Thor looks pretty fierce, and this one looks like he's jamming his chin and his jaw into his neck, but we'll see. Iconic. Look at that. Here is the UPC for this one. There we are. Okay, and let's go ahead and get this bad boy open. Look at this package. I know they're all the same, but that looks great. Look at that. I hadn't even noticed that till now. Okay, let's cut this Thor out right here. It's there. There. There's no one back unbound down there, and one right there. Okay. Ooh, I don't want this to tear on me, so I'll pop it out. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Okay, great. Wow. There's Mjolnir. And let's see. This hammer. Looks pretty cool. Look at that. And this is soft plastic right here. And it does get bendy here. Let's push him out. Alright, having a little bit of trouble, so let's push the arms out then. Push the legs out. We'll get the rest out last. Bend the leg. No, let's get the head up. The reason why it's difficult to get out is because it pushes up into here, so it can't just readily come out. Look at that. It goes up pretty high, actually. Okay, let's set this aside. There we are. And let me see. While I wish he did have more of a neck, the hair sculpt is almost cool. I like the way it does that, but it looks a little rushed back here. And this one looks like it has a crack for some reason. Okay, the cape can probably come off. We just slide it under that beard, but it goes right here with this peg hole. Put that right there. If this was further down, it wouldn't look like he's really smashing it down, but nonetheless, let's see how far the arms go out. About a decent amount. They do not go all the way into a 90-degree angle, but of course they turn here. Same thing here. Strongest Avenger. There we go. Point break. Alright, there we go. And take a look at what he has right here on his forearms and his wrists. That looks really cool, actually. I like the suit. And I'm digging the detail. Wow, look at that. The detail on his boots. Those look amazing. Pretty awesome. And then there's the detail on the cape. It's pretty great. And I guess we could technically put Mjolnir in any one of the hands. And so let's just kind of spin it into there. Look at that. And then let's see, is this going to restrict the movement of the arm? because I wanted to put it up in the air. And yes, it will restrict the movement in the arm. So keep that in mind. You cannot put the arm higher than this here. You'd have to do this. This action figure. I wish this was soft plastic and not hard plastic so I could move that up. And we can't move the wrist, so that's something that to keep in mind. Put this here. The head does turn, but you heard how hard it was to turn it. And then, why is the leg so loose? That's something that I did not anticipate. I anticipated, you know, the basic figures usually are built really solidly. And this one, I don't know why the leg's super loose. And look, he's actually not standing very well. I can get him to stand, but then he doesn't hold my pose very well. So, if I had him leaning forward, I don't know if it would stay. We probably need an action figure stand anyway. So we'll just have him like that for now. We're just a power stance. And overall, he's kind of cool. I think there's just a couple things that could have been better, like him having a neck. And this not restricting that. And of course, why is his leg so loose? But anyway, all in all, I do like him. So we'll set him aside right there. Look at that. Cool! We have 2 left. So let's see which one we do. I think you knew exactly who we were going to do, and it's Captain America. So Captain America looks pretty awesome, and look at this, almost like wine maroon type red on his suit, and then the blue and the white. So that's very much different. And Shining Justice. That looks cool right there. And then if you're looking for this one, here's this UPC. Very cool. Awesome. Alright, so let's get this bad boy open. And now we already have this down pat. Just there. Oop. Here. And here. Cool. Slide this bad boy on out. And of course he has a shield. No accessory beyond the shield. There we go. I knew I was gonna have to take them out from the bottom because the last one showed me that their heads are really pushed in. Look, so you can't just force the head down. You have to perhaps pull it out that way. I'm sure we could have taken it out either way, but that's why I took them out that way right now. Okay, set that aside. Let's take a look at this Captain America. So the head sculpt looks pretty good overall. This would be nice to give it a little touch-up paint so that it would. Let me see. I was gonna say, see if we can give it a little bit more detail, texture, and layers that way. But the head does not go back and forth, as do none of them. They just barely rock a little bit. Turn side to side. I do like this head sculpt. I like this little, almost like scale armor. So that looks pretty cool. Let's see, the arms. They do go back pretty far, look at that. Unrestricted, they go move around. They're not loose like the other one, like the Thor. I like his gloves, look at that. And the arm does move side to side. We got a fist right here, and an open hand here. Let's see, the shield could be placed here. And I was gonna say, it's probably meant to go in the back of the forearm. Look at that, you can spin this. And I guess you could put it on either side if that fits. So that's cool, look at that. So, and we have this fist right here. So maybe we'll put it on this side. But look at the detail on the pants. I'm digging this body sculpt. We got great detail right here on, man, look at all these straps right here. Belts, but look at this utility belt. And his legs a little bit looser than I thought. You know, I'm a little surprised that the legs are actually this loose. Which actually is unfortunate because it's going to make it hard to stand. So we have this really incredible new knee joint that basically like took these basic Hasbro figures to the next level, but we have the unfortunate circumstance of these loose type joints in the last two figures. So to show you, let's take a closer look at these boots. So the sculpt is awesome, and so let's put this right on over here. Oops, missed it, then nailed it. Okay, cool. Look at that. And because of that, we'll just give them a power stance also, and we'll have them like that. What are your thoughts? Pretty awesome, right? Okay. Let's put them right on over here. We're having problems with the legs, just like the Thor. Okay, hopefully that stands right there, and that looks really cool. And we have our last action figure. What do you say? Okay. And the last action figure is Ms. Marvel. And she actually looks really cool. And we can definitely compare her to the Marvel Legends that we just got the other day. And so let's admire this awesome package again. Advanced. So I'm not exactly sure why it says that there. And I really do like that artwork. They made her look cool. And if you're looking for her, here's the UPC symbol. Very cool. Okay, so let's get this open. And perfect. Tape there, tape here, and tape here. Pop her on out. Great. Awesome Avengers logo. And you see how high her head is in there. So, whoa, that almost took off on me. Oh, we only popped this on, so that's interesting. So that's kind of cool. And I'm actually liking the way she looks. So we probably did a good job. Okay, so let's zoom on in. Ooh, there's like a weird scar that's accidentally on my action figure right there on her face. Look at that, those lines. So I'm assuming that's the case. So she has this right here. This is soft plastic, so that's cool. It's going around her neck. I'm digging the colors. I was like, does she turn at the waist? Absolutely not. It's just because this is a softer plastic than this top one. The arms move out. Wow. They're bendy. I'm like, what? But they move out pretty well. They turn all the way around. We have nice elbow joints. Look at that. I'm digging this type of texture. The colors in the suit look great. We do have those legs that move straight out and then back and forward. And these legs are a lot more solid than Captain America and our Thor ones that we just did. Boots look cool. Look at that. This figure's made with a lot of love. Like the hair. And the hair's actually semi-soft. So the head does turn a decent amount. Look at that. And the fists look cool. Got those gloves, got those wristbands, or with that one. And I guess this fist could actually just go right in there. Look at that. So what are your thoughts about that? It's pretty cool, actually. Look at that. You go. Imagine if she came to your door and was knocking, like, let me in. So I like that lightning bolt. that's on the front. I like how it's solid gold looking. You know what? Let me see if I can find the last Ms. Marvel we did, because last time we did Ms. Marvel, we compared her to the one we had from the old Spider-Man series, and they were basically the same figure, but different paint. So give me a second. Well, here's the one from the Sandman Build-A-Figure set. Oops, let me get higher than this. Sorry, guys. You'll notice there is almost no height difference. Almost. So that looks cool. This is definitely a different head sculpt. Very similar. But I am liking this figure. This figure's pretty cool. Obviously it doesn't have all the articulation as the Marvel Legends. But even though this is just like a clip-on, that looks really cool. Let me see if I can find the latest one. I didn't find it right away. Give me a second. Okay. And I actually did find it. And here we are. Notice there's slight variations to even these two. Look at that. But this is the brand new one that came with the Gamerverse Marvel Legends. So the paint apps is really what's different. We still have those two hands. But nonetheless, I did want to bring our Gamerverse Iron Man and our Gamerverse Captain America, and then you saw the Abomination that we did. So if you want to check that video out, we did that, you know, about a month ago. I'm trying to think, you know, some weeks ago, and I'll put a link to that one in the description below, so we can check out that video after you're done here. But guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with us here today, and I want to put everyone out here so you can see just how cool everyone is. This is actually a pretty good set. My only gripe was Thor could have been a little bit better, and then the legs, for some reason, these two action figures were really loose. But otherwise, I'm very happy with my purchase, and I absolutely love that we have knee joints finally on these Hasbro basic figures. So guys, if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where in the world you're watching from. And yeah, give us a big thumbs up. And again, check that video in the description below and head back to our YouTube channel page so you can see more great videos like this one. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching Vincent GD's Super Channel G. Peace.